We're on?
We're on.
We're on, dude. All right, it's your boy Joshua, a.k.a. Sweaty.
And it's your boy Pedro Lopez, a.k.a. This Kid.
That's right.
Back at it with the first podcast. First podcast,
man. And it's what, 1:30 in the morning?
About 1:30 in the morning.
About 1:30, man. And honestly, I'm not a night person, man.
No. None of us, dude. But we decided to do this. You know, it's something we enjoy watching podcasts. You know what I mean? So we decided to do one ourselves because, you know.
Exactly, man. I feel like podcasts, you learn so much stuff, man. It's a great way of, it's like school for the homeless, man. You have a phone, man, and you can do anything on your phone nowadays, but
exactly.
You know, just watching podcasts every day, dude. I learn new stuff every single day.
Exactly.
Single day, dude.
Every day something.
It's awesome, man. I've been watching Joe Rogan's podcast just recently, man. I went through this phase where I was watching them about every single night, dude. You know, from when I go to bed to from, you know, eating breakfast, eating lunch, you know, if I'm not with someone, which I usually am. I'm usually with my buddies, and, you know, I actually, I'm a wrestler in college, so I usually hang out with my wrestling buddies, but, no, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. But, tell us a little about yourself, man.
You know, I'm going to college as well. I'm majoring in acting. You know, it's pretty exciting. This man's wrestler. You know what I mean? He's doing bigger things, but
I wouldn't say bigger things.
Oh,
Come
dude,
on.
it's bigger things. Yeah, he's more serious than I am. But, yeah, just, I enjoy the arts. Just, you know, I make music, I act, I draw. It's just basically most of the arts. I enjoy, you know, being a part of things and, you know, being creative. Creativity is what, like, is who I am, you know what I mean? And I'm not shy or scared to embrace that because that's who I am as a person, and shouldn't be scared to be who you are, you know what I mean, Josh?
Yeah, man. Actually, we just had a recent sermon at, so my religion's Christianity.
Dream City Church.
Yeah, I go to Dream City Church. Great church.
Phoenix.
If you live in Arizona, go check it out. They have like 4 different campuses, so they're a pretty big church. And we just did a recent sermon on it. Rethink manhood. It's Rethink Manhood. And like, they were talking about how we have it so wrong today, as in we think of being manly like so different. Like, people think like, they don't think acting or like those, like, for example, drama. They don't think that stuff's manly. Like, doesn't matter. You can be the manliest person, write poems, man. You can, you know, listen to the grilliest music, as we consider, but you know, stuff like that, for example. You know what I mean? And you kind of just set out examples. But no, yeah, they give some great sermons there, man. Go check them out. You can check them out online on their website as well.
Oh yeah, Dream City Church, really good church. I'm telling you, it really changed my views and my, you know, on everything and how I view life, and it's really good. It opens up a lot to you. You don't think so, but it actually does. It's actually good.
Oh yeah, man. Religion plays a huge. I feel like that is, depending on your religion, you know, but it kind of plays the factor in your life, man. It's pretty much everything. It is like the producer of your life, dude. It's crazy, man. If you follow your religion, you know, the way you should or the way you want to, it plays a huge factor on how your life can play out, and kind of the way you live your life, and how everything goes in your life, and the people you surround yourself with.
Exactly.
And,
especially in today's society, you know what I mean? You never know. Everything's different nowadays. It's not like how it used to be. So you don't know what to expect. And if you just follow what you believe, stick through it, and not pretend you're someone you're not, then, you know, that's better than what most people can do nowadays. It's scary and it's unbelievable, but it's the truth. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, I feel like if you, especially in high school, we just graduated from high school, class of 2019. Shout out. But, no, man, like, meeting people freshman year up until senior year, and, you know, just kind of seeing them outside of high school and stuff.
Yeah.
Like just from now, it's a huge difference as to who they were even a year ago or 2 years ago. You know.
Definitely.
It's a big difference. Like this guy freshman year. This is the example. Like he's a really good dude. I'm always around this guy and consider him one of my close friends, very close friends, and like a brother to me. But no, yeah, he's a good dude. He's true to himself, and it's who he presents himself as. That's who he really is. You're not getting two sides of anyone with him,
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like that's how people should be today. They shouldn't be worried about how how other people feel about them or stuff like that. And I feel like high school plays a big part in that. But as you get older, you kind of grow out of it. But
like this guy right here, when he was freshman year, he was a quiet kid. He never really talked. Shy. People call it. But he learned. He's like gotten more social and stuff throughout the years, and I've been friends with this dude since freshman year. It's crazy, we had to talk, to get him out of his comfort zone, but it happened. It happened, and from there on, we built a great bond and met a really nice group of people that we call our friends, our brothers,
sisters.
Oh yeah, it's really amazing, the kind of people you just know who you're gonna be really good friends with for the rest of your life and who's not gonna be there for you. You'll see that throughout time. Like people change and they show you their true colors, and that's what's pretty crazy about it all, actually, because you think you know someone or you're gonna be friends with someone for a long time, but things change and it catches you off guard sometimes, but you have to learn to adapt and not let it phase you. You got to keep going with your life and not let it set you back in any way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Especially, I feel like senior year, like after you graduate, you kind of really realize who you're gonna, the friends you're gonna have for the rest of your life, and being in a sport kind of helps. Like I feel like wrestling is one of the greatest sports, that's invented. It's insane.
Oh yeah.
The people think it's such an individual sport and all that, but yet you create such a strong bond with these guys, that you call your teammates, and I know it is a team sport. It's crazy. Like people consider it an individual sport, and yeah, you're on the mat by yourself, but you're drilling partners and. You guys all become so close, man. The stuff you go through, the grind, the sport it's brutal, man. I consider it one of the hardest sports in the world, and I think it's not only a great sport, it makes you develop these life skills that you'll carry on, throughout your life, and it'll help you just be a better person. And I feel like being a wrestler just made me a better person and created these friendships that I will have for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah, and I never really understood wrestling until him and a couple of other of our buddies. I've seen them, how they train, how they do things. Like it's really hard. It's harder than you think. I thought it was just like, you think you watch WWE and that's wrestling, but that's not it. It's this is real deal stuff. Like I'm like, I can do this. Like the first time he told me, hey, let's you want to spar or whatever, you want to go on the mat, and I was like, okay, thinking it's nothing, but then once you're actually rolling with each other,
it's crazy.
It's harder than it seems. I think I can just take them down like nothing, but it's more technique and advanced than what it seems, and I was shocked, and it made me respect the sport, and understand its importance to these guys and everything, what it means to them, and I've learned a little bit because of them, and I'm grateful for that. It's a good thing to learn, and it's a defense, it's self-defense, and helps you.
I get you, man. If you were to run into someone, like in especially with our crazy world we have today, for example, like down here in Arizona too, you know, got some crazy people, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Little party town, but ASU and all that, but you run into some crazy people, man, and especially in high school, you know, you got some kids that are just gonna cause some stuff, but just knowing your stuff, I feel like, you know, when people, like, it's crazy. If you were to run into, like, the nerdiest, goofiest guy, and that's what's so cool about this sport. You can be the nerdiest, goofiest dude and be the best in the sport, man, and that's what's kind of scary. If you run into someone on the street like that, they'll tear you up, man. I saw, like, this video yesterday. Flow Wrestling posted it. This guy was he tried to rob something from the guy, and the guy got a hold of him, dude, and was throwing him around, beat him up bad, man. It was crazy. But
no yoke.
Oh, dude, no yoke. No yoke. It was legit, man. But yeah, the sport is amazing, man. So I used to live in Texas for a few years during middle school, and I played every sport there I could besides, like, baseball and soccer. I did, like, wrestling, I did football, I did basketball, I did track, and wrestling is the hardest sport that I've ever done in my life, and just the disciplinary that you need for the sport is insane. Cutting weight is crazy, you know, the 2 practices a day, and when you start reaching the next levels and you start going into, like, varsity level and you kind of learn more about the sport, it's oh man, it's awesome. You start learning from these great people, and you meet so many great people in the sport. It's humbling, man, just to meet those people, and kind of, you know, I had some great coaches this year, and, you know, completed my dreams and all that, my high school dreams. But no, yeah, man, I couldn't have done it without my teammates and my coaches and stuff, and I think all around the sport is just a great sport, man.
Really is, huh?
Highly recommended, dude. Highly recommended. Like, even martial arts, dude, today.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime.
Any, like, you know, jiu-jitsu, karate, wrestling, you know, it's all serious. And
oh, yeah, dude, I feel like people should just stay active. You know what I mean?
Like, people, like, give like, make excuses for themselves, or make people feel bad for them. Like, oh, I can't do this or that, or, you know, help me out, but they can't even help themselves. If you can't help yourself, why are you asking for help?
Yeah.
Get up and help yourself first before you start, you know, saying all these things. And people can change and become different people. You need to have the will and, like, the willingness inside of you to want to do it.
Exactly.
And, you know, it takes motivation. Get yourself motivated, you know, do whatever, and that's what it takes to do anything in life, honestly, anything, not just that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude. You need to set your goals. You know, it's as cheesy as it sounds. You write down your goals, man. Get a little book, you know, and write down what you want to do by the end of the day. I have a good buddy of mine, probably doesn't mind, Lorenzo. He's a great dude. One of the hardest working dudes I've ever met. And this dude, I'll walk into his room, and he has on the side, he has all of his goals, you know, by the end of 2019 and stuff. You know, I'll have whatever he wants to do. And this man, if you see his transformation, dude, it's nuts, dude. Should have got the best glow up, but no comment.
Changed man.
Yeah, no comment.
I'm telling you.
No, yeah, dude, man's a hard working dude, and if you just get up and you put in the work, it shows, man. It really does.
Like, that was his thing, you know. He was tired of, you know, being that.
How much did he weigh? Like 280?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
280 something, dude.
See him now. He's really gotten. You can see the transformation. You can see
he's changed as a person. And,
oh yeah.
Like, just the way he is and the way he interacts with people and the way he is with everything and how he takes life now. You know, it's just, I feel like being fit just is a big chunk of your life as well.
That's what I've learned too. You know,
oh yeah, dude.
You know, I'm not like overweight, but I'm like, you know, I'm kind of underweight. Like, you know, I'm trying to get myself up because I used to think nothing of it until I realized, you know, it limits me to certain things, and I don't want to feel like I'm limited or only able to do this. I know I can do that too, but I just got to get myself there. And, this guy and, my other buddies, help me, encourage me to do that. And that's what I've learned from these guys. And it's really, a good thing to open your mind to see stuff like that, because you don't realize it till it's late. But luckily for me, it wasn't late. I still got time to do it. So.
Oh yeah, dude. I feel like it's never too late, man. Even if you're, 70 something. My grandpa still takes walks, dude, in the mornings. Anything he can do. Eating right is a big part of it. It's probably one of the biggest parts. That's something I have to fix, and it's not everything's gonna come in one day, and so it's just stuff to work on, and really what you want to do in life and the goals you have. Like I said, write down your stuff and really set your mind to it, and anything can happen, man.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, dude. No, but just staying fit is it's key, dude. It is key, dude. Just you feel so much better. You feel healthy. I feel like waking up early, going to the gym, is huge, man. I feel so productive when I wake up early, and just to do something after that,
Oh yeah, dude.
Get my little.
It feels good. It feels good. Oh, honestly, that's what it is. You don't even realize it, but you'll feel it. That you can you understand why it's important, or why it's good to have that for your body and for yourself, and others around you, if they're like concerned about you or something, and they see you doing something, it's nothing but good energy and love and support you get from doing all that stuff, man.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, if you start going for 2 weeks, for example, and you start seeing results, man, it's addictive. It gets addictive. Like, I went through some phases where I didn't care about working out. It was all video games or whatever. But after a while, I went through this phase where I was working out every day, and I was lifting, taking protein, all these, pre-workout. I would take some stuff, Then I got addicted once I started seeing results and stuff.
Results is what is like your motivation. It's like a big motivating factor, a part of the whole process.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, man. It's just showing you that you're going towards your goals, that you're improving, and all that, man.
Exactly.
So it's good. No, yeah, dude. I agree, man. And I want to start getting like a morning routine, like where I wake up, especially because school's starting up soon. I want to start going to bed early. I mean, this podcast is not going to help, but it's all good.
Still wake up.
Going to bed early, waking up early, man, and getting my day started,
Exactly, dude.
I feel like morning routines, I love them. I don't know. Dude.
Even any part of the day. It doesn't have to be mornings. You can do it whenever. Exactly, so don't be like, I'm not a morning person. That's fine. You can do it afternoons, nights.
Exactly.
Whatever it is you are more comfortable with, and as long as take your little steps, and then you get higher and higher and higher each time you progress, and that's all it is, really.
I feel like that's with everything, Like he's into rapping. Did you mention that? You mentioned your.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And like acting, stuff like that. But no, yeah, same thing with, I feel like rapping, just anything. Like you started like his first songs, you can see the progression, like he's made, different equipment, and just having more experience in whatever game you may be in. But him, for example, he's just how he started. How long you been doing it? A year?
Like 2 years.
2 years now. And if you listen to his first song, and it's crazy because he has the most views on it. But how many views do you have up?
Oh, like around 130K, but honestly,
Flex.
But it's not about that. I saw my transformation and my growth from when I first started till now, and it's really crazy.
Oh yeah, dude. It's with everything. If I see my videos from me wrestling freshman year to senior year, it's a huge jump. It's crazy.
Just don't give up on yourself, and don't give up on others. Basically, that's what we're trying to talk about. But, it's already going to hit 20 minutes, so I think we'll call it a day, or a night.
It a night?
A night,
yeah. Not a day, dude.
It's too late for that. But, right. So this was our first podcast, and there should be more to come, Tell us what you think of it. If you like it, let us know, and we'll be back on it. Let us know some topics you want us to discuss next time.
We'll be back soon. Oh, yeah. We were slacking a bit. I was slacking a bit,
Yeah, follow us on social media to text us some things. @thiskid_Pedro. And what's your at?
Oh, okay. So my you can probably DM me on Instagram. I'll probably reply to you quicker on there. But Josh_Cruz13. So if you want to shoot me a DM or whatever.
Oh, yeah, and if you need any advice or anything, just feel free. If you need help getting to a place in your life or whatever, just let us know, man.
Let us know, man. We're here for you.
Honestly.
Anyone, doesn't matter if you think we dislike you or you dislike us. That's all right, man.
We'll just put that aside. It's time to grow up, move on.
Exactly, dude. How can you? Oh, I'll save this stuff for another podcast.
For another podcast.
Hold up.
But all right, that's about it, and we'll talk to you guys here soon. All right, so. Stay tuned for the next one, but we'll catch you later, alright?
Catch you later, boys.